I mean, make you sick. You'd have a reaction, absolutely. You know, and it depends on your tolerance too. I mean, some people may not go through anything really, depending on what it is. I mean, I've been stung by 2 or 3 spiders, probably not by black widow, but I've never had a reaction. Some people get those big rings. You ever see they get the?
My grandson got something. He thought it was a mosquito bite, but it's got that ring around it, so I know it's a spider.
Yeah. Another thing, people talk about brown recluse spiders around here. No such thing. Okay, that's a tropical animal. So so they don't live in this area. All right, so everybody said, "Oh, it's a brown recluse. It's a brown recluse." No, brown recluse spider. If you look at it, it looks like it has a violin on its back, kind of like the black widow has a hourglass. Well, it looks like a violin on its back. It's shaped kind of like this too. So you're getting spider bites. It's not from brown recluse, unless you're going to Las Vegas. They probably have them there, but.
So back to ticks again. You said treat the yard, obviously, and that makes sense. But what if you live like my house? I mean, you live in the middle of the woods, so you can't really treat.
Well, you could treat what you treat in this situation like that is your taller grasses and any foliage around the yard, because that's what they're waiting in. They're waiting in that for animals to pass through so they can grab on. They call it questing. They're holding on with their back legs. And as an animal comes by. So if you go in there with a mister, you'll kill all the adults. You may not kill eggs, but that's a service we offer monthly. So
I did pull a tick off one of my grandkids last month. What should I look for as far as after I pull it off?
I'm not sure about that. You have to talk to a doctor. I know that you have to make sure you get the head out. So when you don't just pull it, you got to scratch it out. Yeah.
They will naturally back out.
That actually can be a problem.
What?
If you hit them with heat, it'll make them throw up inside.
Yeah. I've never heard that before. But I know they tell us to scratch it off and make sure you don't see anything in there.
I pull it off with
tweezers,
and then I make sure there's something.
Yeah, just make sure. Yeah.
Because I have a tick magnet.
If you heat them, though, I think if you heat them up, they can actually swell. So I don't know if that's good or bad.
One from having Lyme disease. I ended up with a bullseye. Got really go big. So first thing on you start seeing the black and blue bring around, and it wasn't what the doctor said. Just black and blue. It was essential rings. I had like 3 rings. So
if you're having some kind of reaction, you'll see something.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick it up, you think?
No idea.
go ahead.
No.
I'm one of them idiots that can walk out here and end up with ticks on me.
He literally brings them home every day.
We just treated Kingston Shopping Center. They had a show kind of like the street fair in their parking lot along the they have an area of foliage the whole length of the parking lot. Well, they all ran out of there screaming because they're getting covered with ticks. They left their tents in there and everything. Thousands of ticks. So we went in there and fogged it, took care of them. So, but that's the best way to take care of the ticks. You use a mister, and then we put a granule residual down for when rain occurs.